We've been really pleased with our project's progress over the last 100 days, and our sensory rooms are now almost ready to go. The children have just experienced the opening of the soft playroom. The money from the Co-op 100 Days project has gone specifically into refurbishment of the soft play area, which will help the children in lots of different ways. The project has been an absolutely massive undertaking. I think the actual scale of redeveloping all the areas and working within the time frame when the school is live as well as during holiday time, the staff and the pupils have been really understanding in that. The highlights of the last 100 days really is just seeing the children's reactions when they experience the rooms for the first time. They are just so excited. It's absolutely pure joy.
We've been trying to get the garden at the back of our church open to the public. It's been quite a challenge so far. Obviously, we started very enthusiastically and very well in the first 10 days or so, but then, as we all know, the weather has been really poor in the last couple of months, and it really has limited our ability to actually progress with the project. But obviously, some things are out of our control, and the weather's got to be on that list. We're still optimistic that we'll be able to complete the project in the new year on the weekend of Mothering Sunday, and hopefully we'll be able to have an afternoon tea out here in the garden.
The project's gone really well. We've found that actually this room is much bigger than we really thought it was once we started taking out things that didn't need to be in here, and we've changed it into an area that can be much more utilised for different groups. So the most challenging point about this project was actually getting the room dry enough to be able to paint the floor. We painted one coat and then found that actually with the weather and the condition of the room anyway, it was so damp that we had to hire dehumidifiers and spend a lot of time drying it before we could put a second coat on. So the last 100 days have really shown us how much people are willing to help the Trust with the volunteers. People have come to help paint, people have come just to give us their ideas of what we should put in the room. In order to finish the project, we just need to build some shelves that come out into the middle of the room that will have purpose-built lockers for all of the sails, and it's all going to be built out of material that will stand up to the elements.
Over the last 100 days, the children have come together regularly on a Thursday afternoon and created the most brilliant ideas for our sculpture. The sessions have involved the children spending time outside, really getting to grips with the idea and the space that we're creating the sculpture. And each week they've developed techniques and design ideas to really inform the final piece. I would say the most challenging element of this project for the children is to really notice when they come up with a great idea. And so what I've tried to do is help them harness those ideas and see what potential they have. I think one of the greatest sights is seeing how much fun the children are having, so I would say that's been the highlight so far. Next term, the children that have been involved with this phase are going to share that information with the rest of the school, and that's going to allow us to get everyone involved within the school community to really make something very special.
The three words I would use to describe how I feel about the project are thankful,
impactful,
hopeful
and proud.